Morning Year 4 and welcome to your maths lesson for Tuesday the 2nd of February. This is now lesson 5 of our addition unit, and we are going to be using column addition today for two 4-digit numbers when regrouping is required in multiple columns. So this lesson is taking everything we've learned up to now and putting it all together, and we will have to regroup, but it might be in the ones, it might be in the hundreds, it might be in the tens, it could be in lots of different columns. So let's see how we go with this today. Just like normal, can you please start with telling me what number I have made? And hopefully you're telling me you can see 5 in the thousands column, 6 in the hundreds, 5 in the tens, and 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 in the ones. So I've made 5,657. Can you give me a fact about that number and another even? Okay, once you've done that, 5,657 is over here, and we're going to be adding 1,542 to this number. So just checking, I've got 1,000 down here, 5 hundreds, 4 tens and 2 ones. So checking that my number matches. Okay, let's have a go at adding up these columns then. So there were 7 ones, 7, 8, 9. So no regrouping required there yet. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 in the tens, 6, 7, 8, 9. So 9 tens in total. Again, no regrouping yet. 6 hundreds, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11. So there is regrouping here. So I know I will be leaving 1 in the hundreds and drawing 1 more thousand counter or coin. And then 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. There's now 7. So my answer is 7,199. And hopefully you'll be okay with that one because we did that lesson just yesterday. This was the regrouping in the hundreds column. Let's see if it's the same in our next number then. What number have I made this time? Okay, hopefully you can tell me there's 1,000. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 in the hundreds, 3 in the tens, and 6 in the ones. So I've made 1,836. Again, can you tell me a fact about this number and another? And again, pause the video if you need to. Okay, from this number 1,836, we are now going to be adding 4,545 to this number. So let's just check. 4 in the thousands, 5 in the hundreds, 4 in the tens, and 5 in the ones. And let's see this time which columns need to be regrouped. Okay, 6 ones to start off with. 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11. So we do need to regroup here. We're going to be leaving 1 in the ones column and having 1 more tens counter added here. Now we do the tens. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. So no regrouping needed now after we've added this counter in. Then our hundreds, we have 8 to start with. 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13. So we are going to need to regroup here. We're going to leave 3 hundreds and we need to add 1 more thousands coin or counter. And now we add up our thousands. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Answer is 6,381. And as you can see, we needed to regroup twice in 2 different columns. First time in the ones column, and then the second time was the hundreds column, because they both went over that 10, that sum of 10. Let's see what this looks like in our column then. Oh, and we have our cocoa down there. If the column sum is equal to 10 or more, we must regroup. So we'll have to remember that as we go through. So this time in the column addition, I have 5,663, adding 3,829, and I've made sure I've lined up those columns. Let's see what happens when it's in a column. So this time in my ones column, 3 add 9, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. So I'm going to have to regroup here. So So I'll leave my 2 in my ones and I'll be carrying 1 over into my tens column. 6 add 2 is 8, add 1 more is 9. Hundreds column, 6 add 8, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14. 4 in my hundreds column and 1 in my thousands. And then we add our 5, 6, 7, 8, 1 more is 9. So the answer here is 9,492. I'm just going to make that comma a bit clearer because what I don't want is for that comma to look like one of these ones that we've regrouped. And we could see from our Cocoa message that the numbers that went over 10 here, so we had 12 that was over 10 and 14 over 10. If the column sum is equal to or 10 or more, we had to regroup, and that's what we did. Okay, let's try another one. Same message there from Cocoa. If it goes 10 or above, we need to regroup. 6,547, add 2,484. Okay, starting off with our ones column. 7 add 4, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11. 1 in the ones, and we need to regroup. Next column then, tens column, 4 add 8, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. Add the 1 more down here is 13. So 3 in my tens column, sorry, and 1 goes into my hundreds. And then we go again. 5 add 4 is 9. Add 1 more is 10. So we're regrouping in all of our columns this time to leave my answer as 10. And then 6 add 2, which is 8. Add 1 more, which is 9. And then I pop my comma in so it doesn't look the same. So the answer is 9,031. Okay, lots of regrouping in that one, in every single column, in fact. Let's have a go once more. 5,876, add 3,555. So we're going to start off. 6 add 5 is 11. 1 in the ones column and 1 in the tens. Then 7 add 5, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. Add 1 more is 13. So 3 in the tens and 1 for the hundreds. Then 8 add 5, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13. Add 1 more is 14. So 4 in the hundreds, 1 in the thousands. 5 add 3 is 8. Add 1 more is 9. So we have 9,431. Okay, at this point you can pause the video if you want to, go back through some of those examples. It's just doing the same thing in each column now. Hopefully you'll find it okay. And if you do, you can now have a go at these 4 questions. Remember to use that phrase, if the column sum is equal to 10 or more, you're going to need to regroup it, and make sure you remember how to regroup when you do these. Again, make sure you use your column addition, so one number goes above the other number, and I wish you lots of luck with these. When you come back, we will go through the answers. Good luck. Okay, well done at having a go at those. Let's see if we had the same answers. So, starting off then, I have 5,446. Pop my addition sign, 2,275. Again, 1 box per square, and then I get my ruler out to do my ruler lines. Okay. 6 add 5 is 11. So 1 in my ones column, and I regroup for my other 1 in my tens column. 4 add 7, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11. Add 1 more is 12. 2 in the ones, and carry that 1 over to regroup it. 4 add 2 is 6. Add 1 more is 7. So that one I didn't have to regroup. And 5 add 2 is 7. So I didn't have to regroup there either. So if you had the answer 7,721, please give yourself a tick. Next one, 6,428. and we are adding 1,736. Addition sign I've already popped in, ruler to do my equal sign, and then again we start in the ones column. 8 adds 6, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 4 in the ones, regroup my 1, 10. 2 add 3 is 5, add 1 more is 6. 4 add 7, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11. 1 in the hundreds, regroup 1,000. 6 add 1 is 7, add 1 more is 8. So if you had the answer 8,164, please give yourself a tick. Well done. Okay, again, I'm just going to scroll down for the last two, give myself a bit more space. 4,725. Add 3,597. Addition side on the side. Ruler lines for my equals. And starting off in my ones column. Okay, 5 add 7, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. 2 in the ones column, 1 in my tens. 2 add 9 is 11, add 1 more is 12, so 2 in my tens, 1 in my hundreds. 7 add 5, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, add 1 more is 13, so 3 in my hundreds and 1 in my thousands. 4 add 3 is 7, add 1 more is 8. So if you had the answer, I'm going to have to do it a little bit small in here, 8,322. Oh, that's a very funny 2 at the end. Please give yourself a tick. Last one finally then. Something is equal to 7,667. Add 1,895. And again, my addition side, so I know what calculation I'm doing, my ruler lines for my equals, and then I'm starting on my ones column. 7 add 5, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. 2 in the ones column and regroup for that 1. 9 add 6 is 15. Add 1 more is 16. So 6 in the tens, 1 in the hundreds. 6 add 8, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14. Add 1 more is 15. So 5 in the hundreds, 1 in the thousands. 7 add 1 is 8, add 1 more is 9. So we've got 9,562. Please give yourself a final tick if you got that one right. Okay, seems like quite a lot today, but I know because we've broken these down in different stages and had a lesson on each one, hopefully you're not finding these too tricky. But again, if you need to pause, rewind and rewatch those, feel free to do so. Okay, our Emmett problem, what's he done today then? Emmett thinks that this calculation gives us this answer. Why is he incorrect? And is there anything automatically that you can spot that doesn't look like the ones that we've just done together? Pause it here if you want to have a go first, or just watch and we'll go through it together. Okay, so before I even start, I'm noticing that we haven't had any numbers bigger than 1 down there, because when we add our 2 digits, if we're regrouping, it's over 10, but it hasn't been over 20, hasn't been over 19, because 2 single digits, the biggest I could have would be 9, and 9 add 9 is 18. So I don't know why he's got a 3 there. Let's see what he's done. So he's done 4 add 7, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, and I can see he has done 11 there. So that's correct for now. Then he's done 7 add 5, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. Add 1 is 13. Does that show 13? Doesn't. It shows 31, doesn't it? So he's actually swapped those numbers around. So the mistake Emmett has made is he has not regrouped. So if we use our COCO phrasing, if we had 13 tens, And that was what our answer was for 13. It should be regrouped into 100. I'm just going to write a H because me writing with the pen is funny. Should be 103 tens. Not as he's done it, and he's got it in that column, which would mean 300s, not 300s, and 110. So that's what he's done wrong. Hopefully you can write that out a bit better than I can, and hopefully you can tell me the correct answer as well. Okay, so finally today then, your task. You're going to have 5 do-it questions, just like we've been doing. Again, take them slowly, make sure you write one number on top of the other, and make sure you are careful with those regroupings, but I know you'll be brilliant. You'll go deeper. Colin has made a problem, so you're going to need to explain what he has done wrong, and if you can really use those Coco vocabulary, which bit has he done wrong and why, and then what the answer is, that would be brilliant. Finally, then you'll go deeper today. You have 2 missing digit questions. So it says solve each sum or each addition in several ways. That's your first part. And your second part is to then solve both of the sums all together using the digits 0 to 9 once. Good luck with those. That one in the Go Deeper does look quite fun today and quite challenging. Off you go, but make sure you come back for the learning pit. Okay, huge well done for having a go at those today. I'm sure you did brilliantly, but I can't wait to see the ones that get sent to me later on today. Just have a think about where you are in the learning pit then. How did you find it today when regrouping was required in multiple columns and more than one column, because it moved around quite a bit, the regrouping, didn't it? And some of it was all of it. Sometimes there was only one. How did you find that today? If you can pop yourself on the learning pit to show where you are when you send your work in, that would be brilliant. A huge well done again today though, and I will see you for some more maths tomorrow. Bye for now.